Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Speedway review. As you know, yesterday a tragedy struck on the NASCAR side and the ARCA side. Um, ARCA Menard Series hauler driver. First off, I want to send my thoughts and prayers to the Stotts family, including Jackson Stotts, who has appeared on What About a Racing podcast in the past, and is also a former member of TSR. Yesterday morning in Longview, Texas, he was driving the DGR 17 hauler to on his way to Phoenix when tragically it struck a median, caught fire, and he tragically passed away. Um, so, in his honor, we will hold a moment of silence for the Speedway review. And then DGR released a statement yesterday. We are deeply saddened to confirm the passing of Steven Stotts, co-driver for our number 17 ARCA team transporter that was involved in an accident early this morning near Longview, Texas. Our deepest sympathies go out to the Stevens family and friends. Joe Zavari and Michael Mizzelli, who were passengers in the transporter, have been retrieved and released from a local hospital. Our continued thoughts are with the driver of the second vehicle involved in the accident. And today, the Stotts family released a statement. This morning, we were notified that Steven Stotts fell asleep behind the wheel. He slammed into another vehicle, causing the car to flip. He then lost control and flipped the cab of the hauler, then disconnected from the hauler trailer and barrel rolled down to the median and into a concrete barrier where seconds later it was engulfed in flames. The hauler then skidded into the cab, causing the cab to crunch inside the concrete barrier. I will not, out of respect of Jackson and his family, I will not be showing any of the photos of the accident. And also, I want to give a shout out to the Moyer family, as today marks the 11th anniversary since the passing of Mike Moyer Jr. You're good, Chris.
If there's one thing I can say, despite any ill will or temperaments that have happened between myself and Corey and Jackson, Jackson is one of those guys that loves the sport, and no matter what happened after, you come back after a couple of weeks or whatever, and you get back on good terms. This is not one of those times to bring up any bad blood. If I can say one thing, is that to Jackson and his family, we're all deeply hurt by this, and we can only, and I know a lot of people say thoughts and prayers don't matter. Thoughts and prayers do matter. So to Jackson and his family, I am deeply saddened for you, and just I hope and pray that you find the strength to get through this. Corey.
Yeah, I mean, I've also dealt with, death myself, and it's hard, and I understand like what he's going through, and I mean, but to lose a dad, it's just it's really tough, but I do hope, Jackson does, find comfort in this, and we also send my thoughts and prayers to you, Jackson, and honestly, yeah, it is pretty hard, and it's going to be hard for the next couple months, but I'm sure he'll get through it. I miss my sister every day. I miss my grandmom every day too, and yeah, death is not fun, guys. I mean, it's not a really good thing to talk about, but obviously, of course, if you don't like death, I mean, it's your choice, but we can't pretend like this never happened. But other than that, we do send our thoughts and prayers to Jackson, and we love you, kid.
Absolutely. Tori, anything to add, sir?
Shit. Honestly, man, I've been dealing with this shit since I was like a 7-year-old kid, right? We walked in the room of this guy my grandmother used to take care of, not her husband, but just a friend of the family. We used to sit and do just all kinds of crazy stuff, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, 7-year-old walking there like a normal day, he's stiff as a board. First time seeing a dead body. been to so many funerals, no bullshit. You think it's an exaggeration. I'm not exaggerating. But the one thing I learned, and I continuously tell people who lose loved ones, I can't say I understand about losing a father, but I've lost all my grandmothers. So the only thing I can just say this right here, though, the one thing death can never take away is the memories, the love, all the joy that you and your father had. That can never ever be extinguished. It will always reside within you, within your heart, whenever, and I mean whenever you feel you miss him so much, just look inside and you will always have him there. That's what I tell anyone who loses a loved one.
That's a great sentiment because, you know, I lost my grandfather in '93, easily the biggest influence on my life, bar none. One of two. I'm sorry, one of two. The other one passed away this past November. And there's not a day that I think, what would they say right now? What would they tell me when I'm having a bad day or when I'm struggling with a decision? They may not be alive physically, but they're always alive in your heart, your mind, and your spirit. And as long as you go out and do the best you can every day to honor their memory, then they are alive. They're just not here with you. And to Jackson and the entire Stotts family, as well as all of DGR, all of us at the Speedway Review send our deepest condolences and our most heartfelt prayers.
Yeah.
Now, it's not often that I smile, and I'm not smiling. We're gonna take it in a different direction. It's been a rough day as we're collecting all this information, and we wanted to do something nice for the Stotts family. Not often I smile when I get some mail, but I smiled today when I got some mail, and this is going out to one longtime listener of our show. His name is Jeff Selig. Generally, when I pick up my mail, it's bills or advertisements or, you know, whatever. But today I came home to this banana yellow envelope, got my name on it. You don't get to know the rest of it.
Classic Jeff.
Tori, do not sign me up for anything. And first thought I had in my head, I didn't even look at the return address. I said, what the hell is this? And I opened it up, and I saw this.
Yep.
And the first thing that crossed my mind is, oh shit, which one of my million nieces and nephews has a birthday coming up? I'm going to be out a couple more bucks. It doesn't matter. But what I found was, come celebrate Jeff's 30th birthday. April 22nd, 7 p.m. at BJ's Brewhouse. What up, Walnuts?
Joey.
We'll talk about Walnuts in a few minutes. I'd like to have him on the show to talk about a couple things in the racing world. At BJ's Brewhouse in Framingham, Massachusetts. So I've got good news and I've got bad news. And I'll start with the bad news.
Okay.
Bad news is Framingham, Massachusetts, you better put your drinking hats on because the Ayatollah of rock and roll is coming to your town April 22nd, 7 p.m. at BJ's Brewhouse. Here's the good news, Jeff. I'm buying you a beer on your 30th birthday. You are the man, my friend. And because you came down for Phoenix in November, the Hawaiian Punch Man himself, I'm coming out to you. I'm coming to your birthday party, my man. Unless something catastrophic happens, like I lose an arm or I forget my name, I'll be there Friday, April 22nd. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. And Corey had better be there, or I'm going to go to his house and drag him out by that little Austin Dillon haircut he's got.
Hey, I'll be there. I'll be there April 22nd to celebrate his birthday too. So you'll see me there.
All right. Excelente.
Yes.
So when Jordan comes back, I know he's, again, Jordan's got a new baby. He's got to do some running around. He's got to do something about that backdrop, though. That New England Patriots shit's got to go, like now. Not now, but right now.
Yeah.
Because it triggers me, and I have PTSD, and I will never forget that day.
Yep.
God rest us all. That the
Remember
tuck
that
rule
day.
was invented. Oh, you thought I was going to talk about the other thing. No, I'm just worried about the tuck rule, the day quarterbacking died. So, oh, look, he's back. Hi, Jordan. How are you, my man?
Oh, my God.
So we have a couple announcements we want to make going forward. Originally, we had a guest for March. It may be pushed off to April, and we have another announcement that Jordan wanted to make. So I'm opening the floor to Jordan. Jordan's got some fantastic announcements for not only World of Auto Racing podcast, my favorite name ever, Warp, but the Speedway review. So, Jordan, take it away.
Okay, guys. So it's big week next week, Monday, on World of Auto Racing podcast. So I apologize for my viewers that we did not have a show this week. Work came about, didn't have a show prepared. So this next Monday at 6:30 p.m., NASCAR ARCA Menard Series and Super Late Model driver Brittany Zamora will be live with us next Monday. And if he agrees to it, next Wednesday, right here on the Speedway Review, 2002 Daytona 500 champion Ward Burton will join us.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
Gotta love the Ward. He was never my favorite, but I always rooted for Ward Burton. And I can say this now because he's not here. Ward Burton has an illegitimate son named Boomhauer. If you've never watched King of the Hill,
Yeah.
check it out.
Oh yeah.
I loved Ward Burton was one of my favorites because he just always drove his face off, and his interviews were always the best.
Yeah.
And all of us in our little racing community here in southeastern Connecticut, we love Ward Burton, and I've been dying to talk to this guy for a long, long time. So sounds like it's going to be a good time had by all. Real quick before we go on, we got to get this out of the way. Jordan, show these people that rat-tastic bounty paper towel that you call a shirt.
Yeah, boy. We're comparing.
But I tell you what, though, it'll be a fun time. Ward's a fun dude. Like when he was on what was then Motorsports Race Talk back last summer, he was just downright hilarious. So it'd be a fun time.
Oh yeah.
I'd heard as much, and I watched some of that. I believe that's what connected you and I together, and then we started, we revamped Speedway to get to where we are today. I had fun listening to that interview. It was really good. There are questions you asked that I've always wanted to know, and there are questions that you didn't ask that I am going to bring up because I've always wanted to know certain things, and I'm not going to spill them here. We'll wait till Ward comes on to the show.
Yeah.
So are we ready to talk about the weekend that was in Las Vegas?
I'm ready.
All right. Uh-oh. Tori. Oh, here it comes. The medium show's got something to say.
Here he comes.
So what
bro. I
got videos.
Oh, you got videos. Well, one by one. Let's go. Let's go.
No. Go, bro. Go.
But first, for you, Chris, I got some pictures.
Ooh.
Now, do you remember when they said that the Daytona 500 winning car was not going to be in Daytona, USA, and he was going to have a replica wrap of it? Well, today
I do remember that.
Today, Roger Penske decided that we're not doing that. We're keeping the tradition alive. The actual Daytona 500 winning car is now in Daytona, USA.
Oh wow!
Great. So people have some place to throw their trash and their empty gimmick cups when they're done. The window's open, so if you can get it through the window net, you're amazing. But again, look, I do this to mess with Jordan, but no, good on Roger Penske for sending the actual car. It is a tradition, and it deserves to be where it belongs, and that's Daytona, USA.
Because it was when they said that, I'm like, why would you wrap a prototype? Like, keep the tradition alive.
Exactly.
So, I mean, Roger Penske has enough cars. He can keep his car. He can keep the winning car at Daytona, USA.
Absolutely. Oh, wait, you have one more update, Jordan, that you didn't prep the people on, and that has to do with Willie Allen and Matt DiBenedetto.
Okay, so Willie Allen was supposed to have been here tonight, but because of regional meetings, he was unable to make it tonight, and so we're going to get him rescheduled. And Matt DiBenedetto is only doing at track interviews until he gets a little more feel for the truck and the racing season. So possibly maybe April, maybe early May, Matt DiBenedetto will be here on the Speedway Review. And once he's ready for podcast interviews outside of the track, I will be notified, and you guys will be notified as well on Facebook. And I might even do a little. I might even have Chris do a little video message for everybody.
I could do that if I can keep my stupid butt out of Facebook jail.
Yep.
What'd you do?
Oh, you want to hear the story before we talk about racing? My friend Bill Bingham, Facebook user, last time I commented, I was wondering when Johnny Sauter might retire. I finally found my new favorite driver. It's Ty Gibbs. Well, Facebook user, I'm betting that's Zach. Guaranteed that's Zach. Zach Kuhn, as it were. All right. But, no, good choice by you. Ty Gibbs is a real good up-and-comer. You're getting in on the ground floor of something big. I'm praying that they don't bring him up too soon and he has a major meltdown on the Cup Series. So, keep yourself
Albert
up. Oh,
Sky.
my God, look at this. Who is that?
Albert Sky, who commented that. That's a Facebook user.
All right, Albert. First of all, pay no attention to the medium show drinking that redneck beer. If you want a really, really good beer, you go toward the Miller Lite. Oh, God, get that Boost Poison, Bang, Schnabitz, rowdy crap. Oh, my God, here it comes. Diet Pepsi, okay, finally. Today you are a man. It's like your bar mitzvah, but different. So, okay, so I want to mention real quick, this weekend in Vegas gave us way too much to talk about. You had an exciting Truck Series race, in which one of the competitors in the top 5 got disqualified. You had an Xfinity Series race in which it sleeted in the middle of the desert, and then you had a Cup race in which our resident crybaby du jour, oh yeah, it was tough to watch. It was a 45-minute delay while they had ice bouncing off the track and the cars.
Well, according to Kyle Busch, the next gen are Walmart cars.
Yeah, I remember him
always bitching about something.
We'll talk more about that later. And in the Cup race, Pit Strategy won the race, and of course, our resident crybaby has something to say. And I asked Jordan to get that piece of footage, but we'll talk about that. That's all right. I'm sure I can pull up the transcript. And by the way, I generally don't buy new gear until Harvick wins, but I did place a pre-order. I am buying the Alex Bowman shirt, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Wow.
But
I have some Spencer Boyd updates too.
You have what now?
Spencer Boyd information from John Bandel today.
Okay, give that first, and then we'll go into the truck race.
Yep. So as you know,
the truck race.
Right. So as you know, Spencer Boyd was involved in that on-track incident. Yep. So according to John, he will not be racing Phoenix this weekend as he has a dislocated shoulder. He said it's nothing too serious. He said Spencer's doing fine, and he says Spencer should be back in a week or so. So he's just not sure who he's pitting for this, because he is pitting for the 12th this weekend, as well as Jesse Uigi's team, and as well as Amber Balkin's team. So those are his 3 teams this year: Young's Motorsports, Jesse Luigi's team, Iwuji's team, and the 30 Iwuji, and then the 30 ARCA team. So safe travels to John as he's traveling to Phoenix, driving a hauler this weekend. So safe travels to him.
Yeah,
absolutely. Do you have footage of the Spencer Boyd crash so people have an idea if they didn't see it?
I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. Only could find what I did. The only thing I have is the finish of the truck race.
All right, why don't you go ahead and roll that, and then we'll get into the hows and the whys.
All right.
Up, William. All right.
Third and fourth are KBM trucks. Oh. And Kraus again, contact.
Is he going to save it?
The green is still out.
He saved it. Stay green.
Chandler Smith on the outside, threatening Zane Smith. Here they come to the line for the white flag, side by side. Chandler Smith with the lead. Zane Smith fighting back.
And is Kyle going to stick with him?
Kyle Busch on the outside, taking a look up top.
Oh, and the crossover. Inside.
Chandler Smith back to the bottom. Chandler Smith for the lead.
I mean, he's clear for now.
Final lap in Las Vegas coming through turn 4. Chandler Smith out front, looking for his 3rd career win, and he has done it. Chandler Smith in Las Vegas.
I'm surprised Kyle Busch didn't cry about that because he finished 3rd behind his other 2 trucks. But the big story out of that was second-place driver Zane Smith got disqualified post-race for a lug nut issue. Corey, what do you got on that?
So basically, he was disqualified on Friday, and I guess Front Row Motorsports appealed the penalty. Well, I guess today the National Motorsports Appeals Panel upheld the penalty on the number 38 truck driven by Zane Smith. So Smith originally finished 2nd, but was put tail end of the lead lap in last place after a post-race inspection. So of course, the rule follows under 14.16.1 and 1-4 for lug nuts. And the penalties of the hearing of Mr. Dixon Johnston, Miss Kathy Rice, and Mr. Lake Speed. Yes, Lake Speed, the guy who won it.
Wow, Lake Speed.
Yeah, he's a part of the appeals board. So because of the race disqualification appeal, the decision of the penalties of the panelist is final, and there will be no appeals given, and there'll be no appeals for the Front Row Motorsports team going forward.
Okay, quick trivia question, and Corey is not allowed to answer. It's for the other 2 members of the panel. The number 9 car that Lake Speed drove, who was the sponsor?
Budweiser?
Wrong. You're canceled.
Bob
You've lost your
Backlund.
talking privileges. Bob Backlund, come on now. Tori's not even in the picture.
ACW.
So, what is it?
ACW.
Yeah, right. AEW. Actually, it was the
Okay.
Cartoon Network. That's right.
Oh, wait a
Number
minute.
9
I'm a
Cartoon Network
dumbass.
car. Well, we knew that, but we still let you come around every week.
Back when Cartoon Network was real.
Yeah, and it had good cartoons like Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny and the Roadrunner and the Super Friends, and not all this other hokey-fanokey bullshit.
Yeah.
But, okay, we'll go back to the race real quick. Aside from Zane Smith, that last-minute move by Chandler Smith to take the lead and to hold Zane Smith off, I thought was incredible. I thought the 2 of them holding off Kyle Busch was even better. Some of the names I saw in the top 10, which we'll get to in just a minute, it's really weird for me, and it's good that I'm in Facebook jail, that I can't respond to some of these mouth-breathing jackasses who want to talk snot, but all they do is sit on their couch and they've never driven a lap ever in the history of ever. I don't pretend to be a NASCAR driver. I'm a conscientious observer, but the one thing I will always say is I'm objective. I'll look at it, especially when things happen with a crash. Sitting here and watching certain crashes, I'm like, oh, I got to see what happened. I got to see the replay. You use the DVR function to go back and forth to see what really happened versus what you think happened. And that can go back to any race over the last 2-3 years. But some of the things that happened during this race where the announcers originally got it wrong, and then you come back and you see the replay and go, oh, wow, that didn't happen the way we said. Tori had his hand up. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's always a good thing when Tori puts his hand up.
Yeah.
Of course, he's not even paying attention to us.
He ain't even participating. Yeah.
Oh, don't make me go get the hat. Oh, no. No, I'm in a good mood today. I do not want to go full Cletus on you people.
And I got 2 babies crying.
Yeah, I understand. But let's go over what happened at the truck race in Vegas with the top 10, the notables, and of course the disqualification. So I'm going to read it as is, and then you have to take second place out and move everybody up. So I'm going to try to do that now.
Yeah.
Chandler Smith comes home your winner. Kyle Busch was in second. Stuart Friese in third. Ryan Preece fourth. Tanner Gray sixth. Tanner Gray fifth. Matt DiBenedetto sixth. Matt Crafton was seventh. Oh, I always forget this guy's name. Give me a second. It always escapes me. It's going to be, Brett Holmes. Okay, so Brett Holmes, as I go back to my list. And now my computer wants to hate me. Okay, so Brett
Okay,
Holmes
the answer to your
comes
question was Cartoon Network.
Yes, it was. Good job, my man.
I
You
had
get to
my
stay for another
earplugs.
week.
Oh, yes, that good week contract. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, week to week is still a contract, my man. So
You damn
Brett
right.
Holmes was 8th, Austin and Wayne South 9th, and Ty Majeski rounds out your top 10. Your other notables from the original list, if I get their positions wrong, sorry, I can't do all the math in the world. Carson Hocevar was 13th. We'll go to Tyler Ankrum, 16th. I actually can do the math. Lawless Allen, the worst name in racing, was 19th. Todd Bodine, the Onion, finished a disappointing 21st. Derek Kraus, 24th. John Hunter Nemechek, 26th. Spencer Boyd, who we spoke about earlier, was 27th. Christian Eckes, former guest of the show, was 28th. Kaz Gralla was 30th. Ben Rhodes was 31st. Haley Deegan, a disappointing 33rd. And finishing all the way in the Jeff Green position or the BJ McLeod spot because of his disqualification was Zane Smith.
Yep.
I got to ask you guys, because I understand the lug nut thing is important, but it's not that, to me, it's not that important that you need to basically disqualify someone. It's not like he had an illegal engine part. It's not like he had, some sort of octane booster. Bring that, wait. Bring that comment up again. I got to see that.
What the?
William Shelley wants to know about Tori's contract.
Oh boy.
Oh my God! And of course, Jordan runs away because he's the guy that.
Oh yeah, I was asked about that too, fellas. I was asked the question like, so Tori, are you like a permanent guest? Are you a co-host now? It's
Okay,
like,
I'm back, y'all.
This is how I do it.
This is how I do it. Okay, this is how you do it. Go ahead.
If I get the link, it's showtime, baby. That's how I roll.
True.
All right, bring up Williams' question again one more time.
Yeah.
And there was a couple comments I didn't get to see, but I'll start with Williams. If you can't do a week to week, ask for an hour to hour. Well, William, let me answer your question. As the co-president and CEO of Speedway Review with my main man, Corey Hoffnagel, and vice president Jordan Belasico Miller Schnabitz Jones, we basically run the contract. What in the ever-loving hell was that?
That was one of my small burps. Excuse me.
God.
Oh, so I can't wait to hear a big one.
You're excused.
From the boardroom, we're going to tell you that we have offered, and he has yet to sign the contract, a year-long, season-long contract to Tori Calhoun with the caveat that he sends us wings once a month.
Right.
So it's up to you. You're on the hot seat now. William wants to know, do you accept the season contract?
This guy said once a month. You realize wings have went up like 200%, right?
That's not my problem. You're signing a contract or you're not, my man. Freeze
Yeah,
your
but-
M and send them.
Hey,
But
you're
I'm
contracted by more
the only one paying money.
True.
Don't worry, Jordan is the chief financial officer. He'll pay you.
Oh my
Shit.
God. That's my case.
Hey, John's departure brought Tori on board full time, so
True.
Actually, technically, if you want to get technical, at least on the Speedway Review side, Corey and I deciding that a fat redneck from Miami getting sacked brought you guys on. So
Yeah, that
let's
Luke
call it what it
Holmgren
is.
guy, whatever his name is.
and believe it or not, since I've been y'all's producer, has this show gotten more views?
Amen.
Yes.
1,000%. Here's to you.
You're welcome. And I've gotten big name drivers on.
You're welcome. Listen to you. Oh my
And we
God.
still don't know how you do that
Preach.
voodoo that you do. Like, how?
Something
I'm not
that
even
Big
worried
Burger
about
could
your
never
method.
do.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if Tori were closer, he'd rip your head off and shit down your neck. You know that, right?
Hey,
Oh,
you know
these
if I
guys.
get- You know I'm close to
He's not a budget.
getting Greg Biffle, right?
I did not know that.
Look
I
at
am.
It's not to be
James.
called. It's not.
Dude,
Look at it.
This
Look
is why.
the Biff.
This is why we have to have meetings, because he throws this at us at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to get excited. I can't smile. I'm not allowed to do things per my contract
No.
with Corey.
No. So you gotta understand that's the best time though, because you get that raw. Okay, this is totally off the subject, but we're gonna do this real fast. You guys remember Mick Foley, Randy Orton, that first ever hardcore match Randy Orton did with him?
Yes.
Okay, think about that for a second. Mick Foley said he cherished that match a little bit more than what he did with Edge at WrestleMania, because see, Edge had felt the tax already, but that was Randy's first time, and that first contact, that emotion was priceless. So that's what I'm saying with you. I'm saying with you, no. I like that raw. I can see the joy in your eyes, especially when you found out Matty D might be in the house. You see, that's the money right there.
Which of
But
course
I didn't smile.
his favorite.
I didn't smile. I gotta keep it level head right here.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, you know who was even better in a hardcore match? Ric Flair. When he hit those tags for the first time, oh my Jesus donuts, it was not good. But anyway, let's talk about racing, since the name of the show is the Speedway review and not the hardcore match review. But I will share this. I shared it with Jordan and Tori.
Dan, did we
Tori
just get Triple X on here?
No, why? The hell are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, something's going on.
Once
Is
these
it
guys
Xfinity
give me
time?
a date, in a minute, once these guys get a date for Nothing But Talk, they want to do an ECW episode, I'm going to do my best, 1,000%. I'm 99% sure, easy for me to say, I can deliver ECW original, hardcore legend, one half of the greatest ECW tag team of all time, Gary Pitbull #1 Wolf. My friend, and soon to be yours.
Yep.
That would be a good ass show.
We've gone over the running order. It's time for happy and sad, and I'll lead this one off. My happy, strangely enough, is going to go to Stuart Friesen. Wasn't doing well in the early stages, but found his way to fourth, and then with the disqualification moves up to third, and has himself a very decent run. Stuart Friesen, always someone to look at when you watch the truck races. And my sad is going to go to Hailie Deegan. We keep waiting for Hailie to have that breakthrough, really, really good run. And when she has a good run, she ends up finding trouble. It's as if the vortex pulls her. Oh my God, I got the hiccups. As if the crash vortex pulls her in, or as my sister calls it, she's in the belly of the beast. And as soon as the wreck happens, Hailie just happens to be wrong place, wrong time. So my sad is going to go to Hailie Deegan. We're going to go to Tori for his happy and sad in the truck race.
Let's just get this one out the way for all three. Not see anything. I had something important to do, you guys. Trust me, you.
All right. Well, that year contract is certainly paying off now. Jesus Christ.
Yes, it is.
Let's go to Jordan.
Hey, you can appreciate that I never come to the show being fake.
I appreciate
That's what a lot of people do. I'm not gonna fake shit.
The only fake thing you bring to the table is that wig every week.
I mean, this thing that's attached. That's attached.
Okay, see? Now you got me. My man. Jordan, give me a happy and sad for the truck race.
My happy is that Kyle Busch didn't win. Chandler Smith won that race. I'm happy about that. And my sad has to be Hailie Deegan. Like, God damn it.
It just doesn't stop, does it?
Give her time. Give her time. Just give her time.
All right.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
I
ask
have
you.
two
All right,
happy
no, this
that's
one.
allowed.
Go ahead. Get your second happy, and then I have a question for Tori.
Matty D, top 10. Hello.
Yeah.
Didn't want to mention it. I didn't want that to be mine, but let's be clear. Two races, 2 top 10s. He's doing his job.
Yes, he is. And you know what? Cup teams better look out because look, y'all lost your chance on this guy.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Tori, before I ask Tori his question, what's your happy and sad on the truck race?
All right, so my happy and sad are going to be both the KBM trucks. So my happy, I'm going to go with Chandler Smith, and I will say that last lap crossover move, he pretty much timed it.
That was
perfect.
sweet.
I thought that was a really good finish, and the fact that this kid won 2 races last year, and of course he won the season finale race at Phoenix, I think this is going to be a kid that we might want to watch out for this year. And who knows? I mean, he can probably pick up, multiple wins where he left off last year, and I think I can see some good runs with this team.
I've loved the racing so far.
Of course.
Yeah.
And my sad would have to go to John Hunter Nemechek. Surprisingly, the fact he finished 25th, and I thought this was going to be another one of the KBM trucks that was going to run up front along with Kyle Busch and Chandler Smith. But to finish 25th, I was a little bit surprised, but I'm also a little bit disappointed too. So.
Okay, fair enough. Now, Tori, my question for you, in regard to Hailie Deegan, you say give her time, give her time, give her time. Isn't that what people said about Danica Patrick for her 7-year run on the Cup Series? Give her time, give her time, give her time. When does time run out? That's my question for Tori.
First of all, time never runs out. It's the one thing that will consistently go on long after we have left the universe. Secondly, you can't get Hailie. You can't compare Hailie and Danica Patrick. You see, Hailie is taking her time. She's not letting people get in her head and rushing her. She's not letting, and this is just my opinion, this part right here, she's not letting commercials and things of that nature get in her head where she's not really focused on what she's out there actually trying to do, improve. That's why I say give her time.
Okay, fair enough. And when I say I compare the two, because Danica came up, she was running the Indy cars. She gets moved to the Xfinity Series with Junior Motorsports. Then she comes to the Cup Series with Stuart Haas. She's not, with the exception of being on the front row with Jeff Gordon at the Daytona 500, she really didn't do anything other than fill field and wreck a bunch of cars. Oh, look, it's a baby.
Aw, how cute.
If I didn't know any better and I see that kid crying, I thought it might be Kyle Busch. I didn't really know.
Jesus.
When you see somebody crying, I immediately think Kyle Busch. But I know that's a baby.
True.
As opposed to the 36-year-old baby from Las Vegas. But going back to your point, Tori, everybody said, oh, just give Danica time. Give her time. Give her time. She'll learn. She'll adapt. Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, so many people, Dale Jr. in that garage were giving her advice that she never put into practice. So I can't necessarily sit here and say that you can't compare the two, because Hailie Deegan was given, not Hailie Deegan, Danica Patrick was given so many opportunities to learn, to grow, and to thrive that she just basically
let her popularity get to her. That's what it is.
Yeah, I agree. Wow.
My name is Chris Burns, and I approve that message.
Because if you notice, Chris, if you notice, when she was in IndyCar, she was letting her popular ego get to her. You know, she became the first woman to lead the Indianapolis 500. She did win, and then she's going to become the first woman to win an IndyCar race. And then she jumps right into NASCAR. It just went downhill from there.
Yep.
I look at it like this, man. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
No shit.
Thank you, Tori. Thank you. Let Hailie come up organically. Let her learn her craft. Let her get her feet wet. Do not fast track her like they're doing a lot of these other drivers. Give her the space she needs to succeed.
And she even said prior to the season, she said, I'm not rushing myself up. I want to take my time, learn these ropes, and when I'm ready to move up, I'll be like, hey, I'm ready to move up. So right now she just wants to focus on driving, trying to get some wins before she gets moved up to Xfinity.
Absolutely. And speaking
that's
of Xfinity,
beautiful right there. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful, because I'm so sick of I'm trying not to use foul language. I'm so sick of people wanting instant gratification. Are you kidding me? come on, man. We just
Exactly,
saw what happened.
Right, they're so quick to move Ty Gibbs up too. And once he makes the Cup, he ain't gonna do shit in the Cup Series. I can tell you that right now.
Wait, whoa.
No, Corey, he's right. He's right. If you fast track a kid too fast, they can either do okay. I mean, Snipes, how many wins does Cole Custer have, Corey?
One.
Okay, so in Xfinity, Cole Custer has 10 wins.
No, on the Cup Series.
Oh, in the Cup Series. So on the Cup Series, he has 1.
Caleb says, Jordan, Corey, and Chris, thank you for making me last year banned from the show. What would you think if Danica Patrick, Haley Deegan, Natalie Decker, Carson Elledge made a dance music video? I reserve my comment until it actually happens.
I would not watch it.
And thanks for misspelling Haley Diggins wrong. You are now banned from the show.
I would not watch
it. It's okay.
I would not watch it.
I'm just
no
kidding.
lie. I would not. But no, about Tidal, I honestly think he wouldn't even try to make that jump that fast. That's just my opinion.
It doesn't matter if he wants to make the jump. If his grandfather, Joe Gibbs, says, hey, we just fired Christopher Bell, or Kyle Busch decided he's done buying his wife fake boobs, he wants to get out of the 18, why don't you get into this car? It really doesn't matter what he wants to do. He's a contracted employee to Joe Gibbs Racing. They're going to move him whether he wants to or not.
Right.
Wow.
For example, Austin Dillon, for example, racing for his grandfather.
Gotcha.
He doesn't belong.
Gotcha.
Honestly, he does not. A Dillon does not belong in that 3. That 3 car does not belong on the track at DZM Speed. Different number. Earnhardt's race to 3. Leave it at that and move on.
Stat Boy's got something to say.
Okay, I'm going to make this one for an example. Okay, so do you remember when in the Xfinity Series when Daniel Hemrick was pretty successful, didn't win a race, but he was racking up like second place finishes and top 10s? So then Richard
Preach
Childress
on, brother, man. Preach on.
So Richard Childress decides, okay, we're going to put you in our Cup Series car full time. And what did he do the next year in the Cup Series? Nothing. And then what happened the next year after that? Childress decides.
I'm pretty sure he won the championship.
Yeah, Childress decides to let Daniel Hemrick go because Tyler Reddick won the Xfinity Championship. So Childress decides, okay, we're going to put Tyler Reddick in our car because, sorry to say.
What has he done?
Couldn't do that. Yeah.
Not shit.
And another one I also want to point on, with Ty Gibbs. First of all, I'm actually kind of surprised that, Gibbs, they put Gibbs full time in the seat this year, even though he only ran 13 starts. But if you look at last year, 8 starts or whatever. But when you look at last year,
8 starts and 4 wins.
When you look at last year when he won the road course at Daytona, I thought, okay, that's his first win. But let's just see how he does in the other races. But then, of course, he wins on the 1.5 miles, and then he wins at Kansas. And I thought, okay, this kid, I think, pretty much earns his ride in the Xfinity Series. And sure enough, he gets a full-time ride there. And then I also look at Haley Deegan, and this is her second year in the Truck Series, and I agree with everyone says, give her time because, yet again, we just want to see how she does this year. And quite honestly, I really hope she wins a race this year. I really do.
I'm not going to lie, Corey. Her first win is coming, and it's at a track she knows very, very well. Knoxville Speedway.
Either Knoxville Speedway or Bristol Dirt. I'm
damn right, because that girl can dirt race. She won her first ARCA race.
Yeah,
she won her first K&N Series race on the dirt at Las Vegas.
Yeah,
yep.
I remember that. I remember that moment too, and I thought to myself,
and
if she runs a truck race on dirt, she'll be fun to watch.
Yep, and her only ARCA Menard Series race, she almost won Springfield Fairgrounds on the dirt. She finished second place.
Oh yeah.
So she can dirt race.
Oh yeah, of course. But then I kind of look at this year, and I always say this to everybody. We're already on the verge of all these young guys that are coming in, and then of course we have all the veteran guys that are going to be leaving out within the next few years. I mean, just look at it. I look at all these young guys right now that are 26 and under. It's ridiculous. But then yet again, these guys can pretty much drive, and you still got some of the veteran guys that still have it, but then yet again, with all these young guys that are coming up, oh my goodness, I'm already amazed with the talent that they have.
Chris is giving me that.
Man, we're looking at real life Cars 3, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Can somebody tell Jordan I'm not talking to him anymore?
Oh, boy.
You know what's
But-
gonna happen,
But I
Chris.
will
I'm
say
sorry,
this:
man.
once you race in the Cup Series, it's a whole different playing field. I mean, it's a
It
lot
is.
different than what it is.
Oh,
against
yeah.
a lot different than it is in the trucks. So
What up, guy?
I pretty
You know,
much call it big leagues.
If I remember right, isn't Kurt and Kevin the only two guys left from the 2001 season?
Yeah, Kurt and Kevin Harvick are the only
Correct.
ones that come 01. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think Kurt has a couple more wins left for him and one more championship, and Harvick
Yeah.
has he's got one more Daytona 500 win in him, and I say he wins the 2023 Daytona 500. I'm gonna call it now. Calling it now.
Okay, wait a minute. No. You're saying Kurt Busch has a championship in him, but
One more.
Harvick doesn't?
Possibly.
Mm-mm.
You
I
know
have
what?
to wonder what they put in the water. I have to wonder what they put in the water there in Ohio. I really do.
Scott.
No, I think both drivers has a chance to at least win one more championship before they retire.
Well, I'm glad you backpedaled and found your spot back on the show because you're about
The
to be
only
fired.
way, but to be honest with you though, Chris, as long as Tony Stewart focuses on his team and not just SRX, that's what kind of screwed shit up last year. He was too focused, and right now he's focused on his NHRA team with his wife and somebody else. So the question is, will he really focus on Stewart Haas Racing this year?
Yeah.
I think when we get to the Cup Series results, I think you'll see that because Almirola's been doing good, Harvick's been doing good. I don't think it has much to do with is he focused. I think that, again, I'm going to go back to shiny new toy. Cole Custer and Chase Briscoe aren't lighting the world on fire. They're really not. But Harvick and Almirola are putting up the numbers. So at what point do we look and say, okay, if I'm going to hire a driver, and I wanted Matty D in that 14 in the worst way, or in the 10, but Almirola decided to come back for another year. And Corey, back me up on this. You were at New Hampshire with me. The class of the field that day was the Benedetto and Almirola. Would you agree?
I do agree.
So at what point do we stop looking at the shiny new toy and say, oh, this kid did really great on Xfinity. Let's bring him up. No. How about you get a seasoned driver who with the right equipment could bring you 3, 4, 5 wins, a potential championship.
Right.
Kyle.
Oh, Lord.
Kyle, Bowman doesn't care about you that much. Kyle.
Lord.
Oh, here he goes. And I'm putting 5-1 odds right now. Here it comes. Today we worry about Jordan Balasico and his health and welfare. And here he comes. Look, he's back.
Hey, y'all hold off on the Xfinity race for just a moment, all right?
I will hold off because we were just discussing shiny new toys and young drivers. So go ahead.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, brother. Give me about
Do your
5 minutes.
All right.
And then we'll
Mute
rush
yourself. Do your thing. We got you.
Yeah, we're still here, so we're good.
This is Tori. This is the part where he gets killed right here. I'm telling you. Okay, Tori, what do you got?
Yeah, what do you have, Tori?
And Tori's gone.
Okay, wow. All right.
All right. Anyway, again, it goes. We've talked about this, Corey. We've been doing this since 2017.
Yeah.
The shiny new toy doesn't always work out the way you want it to. When they brought Chase Elliott up, and they put him in a Cup car, and they put him in that 24, he didn't exactly light the world on fire. It took him 1.5 years, 2 years before he found victory lane. Now he's a former champion. He is easily one of the most popular drivers, if not the most popular driver on the circuit.
Yep.
That is a gamble that paid off well. Can somebody explain to me how Bell and Custer, who came up after a season of collecting between the two of them 15 wins, are only sitting with 3 wins collectively amongst them after 2 years?
Yeah, that one's a little hard to ask.
I'm with you because I would rather see someone who you've seen in substandard equipment, and I'm not trying to wave the Matty D flag. There are enough good drivers. I'll put Bubba Wallace in that category. I will put, if I think about Eric Jones in that category, he had a brief stint in that 20 car, wasn't really given the opportunity to breathe and grow because here comes the next shiny new toy, and Eric Jones suffered because of it. Mm-hmm. But Eric Jones now is doing really good things in an underfunded car. Let's be clear. Petty Motorsports is not what it used to be.
No.
And you'd have to go back, I don't know how many years, to think that Petty Motorsports was a factor in these races.
Right.
But they went shiny new toy. And Eric Jones goes down to Petty, and now you look at the last couple weeks, Eric Jones has been a monster. Moving along from that point, when Stewart retired, they didn't do the shiny new toy bit. They put Clint Boyer in that car. Clint Boyer, who I like
Boyer.
I love Boyer, and I thought he was the right move. And I thought, because Eric Almirola was in a contract year, that they could have moved, Matty D into one of those other cars because the number 4 isn't going anywhere for the next 2 years.
Right.
I have a really good feeling with Eric Almirola retiring this year and Kevin Harvick retiring next year, Matty D's taking one of those 2 cars. And the other one's going to be Ryan Preece. I'm throwing it out there now.
Do you think? Honestly, I think Ryan Preece will take over the 10 car next year.
Yeah, I say
absolutely.
Maybe.
And after beating the shit out of the Truck Series, Matty D will take the 4. And he's gonna groom that ride.
I don't
think Herbst is ready. I don't know about Herbst at all. I don't think Herbst is ready.
I don't know about Herbst. Yeah, you might want to give him time.
You're gonna have to give him a lot more time because Riley Herbst is I don't want to say he's a bucket of suck, but he's not exactly lighting the world on fire.
No.
Speaking of which, let's talk about the Xfinity race. The only time I've ever seen a delay of a red flag on an Xfinity race in the Nevada desert for sleet. I said that right. Sleet. The kind of stuff we get here in New England, little pellets of ice beating down on your freaking car. Ohio, you get that too. In Alabama, I have to explain it 6 ways to Sunday. But sleet in the desert.
I got to
unbelievable. But for whatever we had, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and play the video now?
All right.
White flag is out in Las Vegas. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. We've got a caution. I do believe are they going to let him race back? There it is, the yellow. Race is over.
Back around to the checkers here.
That will end it. Ty Gibbs is going to win in Las Vegas.
Or back her down, roll out of it. There may have fluid, so don't bust your tail.
Wouldn't that be something?
Checker flag. Way to do it there, guys.
Once the leader takes the white flag, the next flag makes it official. In this case, it's the caution. Ty Gibbs has got his first victory of 2022.
That's why.
How about this? Justin Allgaier leads 62 laps. Noah Gragson leads 51, wins both stages. Ty Gibbs gets the lead on the final restart. He leads the last 6 laps, and that's all he needed to claim the victory.
That's all it takes.
Kyle Busch.
This kid's got sauce, and I find it hard to believe that there are still people in the internet racing community who think that Ty Gibbs doesn't have what it takes. How many more times does this kid have to win? You gave him good equipment. Wow, how many times have I said that? You give somebody good equipment, a good solid background, he's got racing in his blood, and you put him out there in top-notch equipment, and he will find his way to victory lane.
Yeah.
This is exactly the embodiment of everything I've said over the last 5-6 years that we've done this.
Yeah, absolutely so. And quite honestly, watching the race on Saturday, I mean, I look at Ty Gibbs, and quite honestly, I think this kid's going to be fun to watch this year, and I think he'll probably rack up some more wins this season, depending on how he does. But the one little part, and I want to go over this. Do you guys remember early in the race when he got into Ryan Sieg, and then of course Sieg tried to
I do remember that.
Yeah, Sieg tried to pay him back, but then he kind of did it in the worst way. Well, when you pretty much retaliate against somebody, you might want to retaliate and expect, when you spin yourself out and then someone else gets caught up in the wreck because, you got Shelton Creed and Brett Moffitt. Those guys got caught up in that non-doing whatever.
Didn't he call him a bratty little kid or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. And then I was watching Under the Red Flag, Ty Gibbs. Even he said that, hey, it was my fault. I tried to slow down and he checked up and everything else and so forth. And yeah, and let's be honest, Ty Gibbs and Landon Castle, they knew they were going to be the fastest cars coming from the rear of the field. And, it being Ty Gibbs, I mean, the fact that he's driving for Joe Gibbs Racing, I mean, come on. He's driving a fast car anyway.
Right. And to your point, during that sleet delay, you saw, if you watched the race like I did, flag to flag coverage, they actually had a conversation.
Yeah.
And the commentators, the pit road commentators, came up to each of them and said, "What'd you talk about?" And we had a disagreement, yada yada. We've cleared it, whatever. Later in the race, the 39 and the 54 get together again, and then a couple laps later, they get together again. And you can't do that too many times. There has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. And in this situation, the 54 was the winner of the on-track. Let's see whose penis is bigger contest. And look, I like Ryan Sieg. I think the world of him. I think he's a classy race car driver. What I'm going to say is you can't poke the bear too many times before the bear is just going to tell you, go F yourself sideways.
Right.
That's something Kyle Busch would say to somebody.
Yeah.
On that note, I just quit the show, and I'm going to leave. And
I still remember that one time.
Caleb. Oh, I don't know how many ways to say this, and I don't know many languages, but you are officially banned from the show.
I still remember.
I have to run upstairs. I still have you in my ears.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves. Do your thing.
Okay. So I still remember when Kyle Busch. Do you remember when Kyle Busch fought Joey Logano, and the next thing Logano's pit crew guys, they pretty much just jumped him. Oh my god,
that shit was freaking. That was freaking hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But honestly though, Corey.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Honestly though, Corey, I think Ty Gibbs has got a bright future. I think he can win some race, maybe even a championship. You never know. I mean, he's a great equipment.
I kind of look at it this year. I could quite possibly see him go to the championship for, and I'm going to be honest.
Absolutely.
With you, it's going to be hard for me to pick who's going to the championship for an Xfinity, because I think this is going to be really competitive. This is going to be a really competitive Xfinity series here without question.
May I say something, please?
Corey, you have the floor.
I think I even said this before, dude. I think, what the fuck is that noise?
Yeah, what is that anyway?
Shut up! It's the fan in my bathroom. Leave me alone.
Are you shitting me, man?
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Hey, Smoke over here taking a shit. I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
No, I'm not.
But no,
video if you like.
Hey, straight up though, I think, and this is once again my opinion though, I think he'll Ty win one probably within 2 to 3 years though. No bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not bullshitting that either.
Hey, this is crazy. I'm the only one on the screen right now, and I'm in my kitchen. Yes, sir. That is a first.
I'm still alive too, by the way.
But yeah, Corey.
Guys, listen. Say hello to the handsomest man in the auto business. This is my nephew, Travis. Say hello, Travis.
I wouldn't say handsomest, but hello.
In the auto business?
Hey.
Yeah, you are.
Probably.
All right, well,
Sure.
we just said hello to you.
What up, mystery man?
What's going on?
He's like, seriously, the second ugliest man in the history of the world, but I love him no matter what. Travis,
Good grief.
you know I know you're gay? I don't know. I gotta go.
What the hell, bro?
Behave yourself, kid.
No promise.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's all I want. Oh, that boy is amazing.
But yo, Corey, seriously, I think Ty's gonna win within 2 years, 3 the most.
I can see that.
A championship or
Championship.
what are we talking about?
Xfinity.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. He might win it this year.
You think he? Okay. Because I had I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jordan. I can't remember which show, but I was like, yo, if he moves up, man, he's gonna be a serious threat in Xfinity like that. And like, you guys boy, I'm with you guys on that one though. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you ask me, if I were to answer that question, it comes down to 2 names right now. In my opinion, it's Ty Gibbs and AJ Allmendinger on the Xfinity Series. Those are your 2 favorites right now. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention AJ Allmendinger's biggest fan, Marcus Arju. So wherever you are, Baldini.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm in.
So after I scared you with the bathroom fan, I apologize for that. I am almost 50, and I do need to go to the bathroom every now and again.
Yeah.
I need to move. Generally, I don't have that problem, but I had dinner right before I came down. So,
Wait, the Taco Tuesday. Taco Wednesday.
If he can leave for a screaming baby, I can leave for a screaming bladder. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Good.
There's one big
gripes.
There's one big difference, though.
Yeah, a baby will calm down. My bladder won't. You're absolutely right.
No, Jordan at least mutes the mic.
I didn't know the fan was that loud. Jiminy Christmas. Not like you heard the stream hit the water. For good sake.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm on the wrong.
You gotta love CM drunk.
You have to love CM drunk. And now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. Ty Gibbs is your winner. Noah Gregson second, Daniel Hemrick third, Josh Berry fourth, and Justin Allgaier was fifth. Landon Castle sixth. He wasn't on fire this week. Sheldon Creed seventh, Brett Moffitt eighth, AJ Allmendinger ninth, and Brandon fucking Jones, who can't seem to keep a lead when he gets one, finished in 10th. Your other notables, John Hunter Nemechek was 12th. Riley Herbst was 14th. Kyle Sieg, we mentioned earlier, was 16th. The Chicken Man, Anthony Alfredo, was 17th. Jeb with a B, Burton, was 19th. Myatt Snyder, 21st. He managed to finish on 4 tires. Kaz Grella, 23rd. Kyle Weatherman, 26th. Jade Buford, 28th. That guy can't catch a break. Brandon Brown, 30th. Ryan Vargas, 33rd. And all the way down in the Jeff Green position was our main man, Brendan Poole. So I'm going to start with Jordan on this one. Jordan, give me a happy and sad for the Xfinity race from Saturday. Yeah, you. Hi. Cindric boy.
Well, you kept cutting in and out. That's why I asked.
I wasn't peeing.
Ah, my God, my phone.
We've been off the radio.
We don't stepped in it now.
What the hell? He wasn't even
How do you
right.
have to be these nuts? Anyway.
All right.
Okay, come on. What the?
Settle down, Jordan. Settle
Go
down.
ahead.
You breathe. I'll go to Corey first. Corey, give me your happy and
I
sad on
got
the
it. Never
side.
mind.
All right.
Okay, Jordan's
Go
back.
to Jordan. Go to Jordan.
So my happy has to be Landon Castle in 6th position. And then sad, of course, would have to be. Let's see.
Right. Sing it, sister.
God.
Sad would be has to be Brandon Brown back there in the 30th position.
By Backlund. All right, Corey,
So
you're
yeah.
up.
All right, so my happy, I am going with Noah Gragson. He's been having a lot of momentum lately. A 3rd and 2 second place finishes to start off the year. I think this is going to be another driver that I think is going to get to victory lane very, very soon. And my sad, I'm going to have to go with Austin Hill because after he won Daytona, I mean, he hasn't been running that great, but I know California, he did okay, but then, of course, Vegas this past weekend, he crashed, and not the best run for him this past Saturday, but I hope to see a lot more success in that 21 car.
All right, Medium Show, you're up. You got a happy and sad for this race?
No, remember I told you guys that I didn't catch any race this week because I had something to do.
Okay. When keeping it real goes wrong, Tori Calhoun will be there. It's all good. I love it. All right, so my happy is going to go to Josh Berry. 4th place finish. He's proving that he earned his spot. And keep in mind when I keep saying those words, he earned his spot. He's showing that he has the momentum, the oof, the talent, and the clout. My sad's going to go to Jesse Iwuji. That team works too damn hard and was running too damn good to have the problems that he had. To come home with a 35th place finish was probably not where that entire team wanted to be. But, hey, whatever. You know, eventually Jesse Iwuji and them, why are you waving? Jesus, go ahead, sir.
It can get concerning, and there's trouble.
Caution. Wow.
And that's Stephen Parsons in the 99, the 6 of Ryan Vargas. And now we'll see how it unfolds. 13 cars on the lead lap.
Hopefully Ryan's all right. You see him getting the wheel off there. He took a pretty hard leg as well as Stephen Parsons.
Yeah, they were already connected when we saw, so we'll look at it on the replay, but a lot of damage there. Jesse Iwuji also got a piece of the action. He's going to the garage, be done.
Makes you wonder what happened here. It's such a long green flag run. Let me see.
Keep an eye. 34 is going to pop up. There he is.
Oh, 34 lost it in front of him. Oof.
Well, Landon Castle going for a slide too in the 10.
Well, I guess that makes up his mind if he's going to pit. Yeah, you see the 34 just sideways in front of him. Jeez, there's nowhere to go. Look how far under the 99 was under the 6 car. That's called windshield deep. When you see the rear tires up on your windshield.
I don't see any flats on Jesse's car. It looks like he just got loose. And Luke did it. Unfortunately for the 6, he checked up, and 99 couldn't check up as fast, and just kind of got collected there.
To watch the 99 go almost balls deep on that 6 car during that crash was scary as hell. And again, going back to the safety issue that I talk about over and over and over again, these cars are built to keep you alive if you are racing in these cars. So, as I adjust my camera, again, Jesse Iwuji, my sad, terrible that this had to happen to him. But what we're seeing with these cars, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong, since these new cars have hit the track, and you notice when Harrison Burton flipped over, it has a flat bottom, almost like when you buy a Matchbox car. It's got a flat bottom. And if you get a little bit airborne, the air is going to push on that flat bottom, and it's going to take you ass over tea kettle, and you're going to create more wrecks than you want to prevent. I'm wondering if the flat bottoms on these cars, and the Truck Series doesn't yet have the flat bottom, is this causing more problems than it is preventing?
I'm going to say yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Bueller, Balasico, Bueller, Bueller. And he's gone.
Yes, sir. The
key is don't ask Jordan a question. I'll just let him run.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the week that was in Xfinity was quite amazing. But we move on. Look, the baby's back and the baby loves the stuff. So welcome to the show, little baby. Have a good time.
Jordan, Lil one said she ain't getting enough camera time. My big sister Gracie got camera time. I can't get no camera time. What's up with that, Daddy?
Yeah, really. Gracie got all the camera time, but Mercy doesn't. What is this happy horse shit going on?
Notice, look how quiet she is.
I know.
Yeah, camera time, bro.
She's doing her
camera
thing.
time, baby.
She's practicing.
Camera time.
She's doing. Get this. She's like this. Oh shit. Fuck Kyle Busch.
It's adorable.
I know. She really is. She's cute. I wonder how a beautiful child like that came from the loins of that ugly sumbitch.
I knew he was what Dad is. That's what I'm talking about, Jordan. The Stone Cold salute, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, we'll talk about Stone Cold later. But guys, I have to point this out. We all saw, well, maybe all of us except Tori, saw the Cup race from this past Sunday. Alex Bowman with pit strategy taking 2 tires late in the race after the late race caution. He wins the race. And I want to read this to you. This is from SportsIllustrated.com. I'm going to read the entire article before Jordan plays the video. Alex Bowman's win at the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway on Sunday was not without drama or apparent controversy, at least from the perspective of Kyle Busch. With 2.5 laps to go, it appeared that Busch was well positioned to cross the finish line first, but a crash between Eric Jones and Bubba Wallace brought out a caution flag, giving the field, including Bowman, an opportunity to get new tires. Bowman eventually overtook Busch and the rest of the competition to secure victory in overtime, much to the chagrin of Busch. Busch ended up coming in 4th, and after the race had some choice words that were picked up over the team's radio. Quote, "Same fucking guy who backs into every fucking win that he ever fucking gets, backs into another fucking win. This is bullshit." On Dysfunction Junction, we do a segment called Hey Stupid. So if you'll allow me, I want to give a Hey Stupid here. Hey Stupid, if you'd worked pitch strategy better, you'd have beat Alex Bowman, but you didn't. So for all you little twats who wear the number 18 on your hat, take the biggest thing you can find. I don't care if it's a rake handle. I don't care if it's a snow shovel. I don't care if it's a salami, and stick it straight up your ass. Because had Kyle Busch done the 2-tire strategy like everybody else, maybe he wouldn't have finished in 4th. Maybe he would have won that race, and maybe he wouldn't have cried the blues. This is a guy who goes down to the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series as often as he is contractually obligated to do, takes money out of other drivers' pockets, and cries the blues when he doesn't get his way. Kyle, this is NASCAR. You don't get a participation trophy. Next time you want to win a race, try to win a race. And maybe, just maybe, you won't inspire me to buy a T-shirt. And I'm going to read this to you. The fan reaction has been the best. Out of all of this, the folks that win the most are the viewers and those that have the connection to the sport. Alex Bowman has decided to troll Kyle Busch with his new T-shirt, which reads, "All luck, no skill, Alex Bowman Racing." I've already pre-ordered it. I want that shirt because it is a direct middle finger to Kyle Busch and the Kyle Busch Nation, and I don't mind throwing a little bit of money toward a kid who actually wants to run, is humble, and doesn't cry the blues when things don't go his way. If I haven't said it once, I haven't said it a million times. Hashtag FKB.
Amen.
Jordan, I'm interested because you had a lot of things to say between the chat rooms on Warp and TSR. But what do you think about Kyle Busch pitching a bitch because Alex Bowman won this race and I didn't get to win? Jordan, that's you with the kid.
I think that's your response, brother.
Honestly, my response was it's no surprise. It's typical Kyle Busch. So
absolutely.
Matt,
and
I'm pissed that I was ever a fan of that guy.
You were a fan of Kyle Busch?
I was.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
From 16 to 2019.
Oh, well, I'm glad you grew up.
Yep.
Very happy for that.
I mean,
Oh Jesus,
That's some serious.
that's some serious shit.
the only thing
Yeah, you
It's like
beat me
the
to
only
it for
people that
it.
should be crying are
Right, exactly. You know, that beautiful little girl right there cries less than Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
she's just chilling.
Of course she is, because she took 2 tires when it was important, and she probably finished the race ahead of Kyle Busch. Look at Corey. Corey, no, I'm gonna time myself out. Corey, say what you're gonna say. I know you got something in mind.
No, I mean, it's just, well, honestly, like, not only that interview was just typical Kyle Busch, but then of course I was watching his interview after the truck race on Friday, and he even sounded like, you know, he wasn't happy that he won the race. And I kind of told him, well, I kind of said this, I'm like, well, just be happy that your driver ended up winning the race, because anytime when someone steps into Kyle Busch Motorsports, you know, you're expected to win races and championships or whatever. So what else does he have to bitch about, you know?
His
The
life.
fact that he can't buy his wife new boobs this week.
Right. And the fact of the matter is, you know, I mean, he has like the best truck team there is right now. I mean, come on, he's got Chandler Smith and Nemechek, you know, who I think are going to win races this year.
I like what Mercy had to say. She said, in regard to Kyle Busch. So, Mercy, I agree with you. And stay cute. And I want to find out who your father is. So,
Can I
here comes
can I
the
also
finger.
say this? Can I also say this?
Yes.
Can I say that Kyle Busch is evil?
Oh, you know what? Let's go. Oh, Tori's here. Go ahead.
It's a joke.
Nothing, man. I'm just laughing at you, bro. I'm just laughing. I've been laughing for the last 3 minutes.
He's
because
I'm gonna say
it's no. Go ahead.
When Corey and I did when Corey and I did the show solo, we laughed, but never this much. You guys bring out. I want to say this, and I'm going to be sincere. And other people have pointed out, you guys bring out the best in me, all 3 of you. So, God, this is a great team. I'm extremely proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And fuck Kyle Busch.
Hey, I brought you back to this. I got you back into it again.
Yeah, you did, kid, and I thank you for it, and a lot of other people thank you for it too. So, big ups to you. Real quick, let's try to get off the Kyle Busch train, and I'll start with Jordan. And if Mercy wants to join in, she certainly can. Your thoughts on the Las Vegas Cup race?
Well, I was at work most of it, but I thought it was a good race. I mean, I loved the finish of the race. It was beautiful. And I love seeing the Larson fans cry. I got the video.
Go ahead.
2 by 2 by 2. Bowman edges ahead, but here comes Larson on the outside.
Got a drag race.
Still inside. When you try dragging back,
White flag.
And the cars behind him can't drive up or drive to him because they're single file. Here comes the 4 tires. This is a 2-horse race. Who's it going to be?
Into 3 for the final time. Even coming off 4. Bowman edges ahead, clears Larson. Alex Bowman wins Las Vegas.
Yeah, boys. How about that?
That was beautiful.
Oh,
I'm gonna say this one time.
Oh boy.
If Chase Elliott don't win, it should be
Here we
that
go.
half Japanese boy Kyle Larson. But if you're a teammate, you should be pushing him to the win, and if you don't, you ain't American. So Alex Bowman, you are evil. That's right. I said it right here. Evil. Alex Bowman, you suck out loud. I ain't gonna say this more than once. Chase Elliott and that half Japanese boy are the future of racing. If you don't push him to the win, you fired. That's it. I'm not gonna say that other thing because Mr. Torres here and he's bigger than me and That's it. The meeting's the meeting's on Friday night, and I'm bringing the cookies. That's all I got to say. All right. So, look, I know there's sometimes team orders at certain tracks, but I know the Kyle Larson fans are very out of shape. And since you brought it up, Jordan, what did you see from Kyle Larson Nation that made you say, oh, look, the Kyle Larson fans were bent? I want to hear this.
Oh,
That's you, Jordan. You with the head. That's right. Right there. Hi. How are you?
No, there were some people saying that, oh, that was Kyle Larson's when Alex Bowman cheated. That damn Hendrick Motorsports cheating at it again. I'm like, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did y'all just say? Y'all, like, did you not realize that they're teammates?
Of course.
I'm going to say the same thing I say to... Please, give me a second. For years, being as old as I am, I watched Dale Earnhardt get screwed out of a lot of Daytona wins. And I watched a lot of really good race car drivers lose the lead or lose something on the last lap. Here's what I'm going to say. They don't ask how you won. They ask if you won. And in this case, Alex Bowman won. End of story. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye. I'm not having it from Chase fans. I'm not having it from Larson fans. And because time is running short, we have about 8 minutes to go. I'm going to go over the top 10, and then we're going to get to the fantasy points where 2 of us are going to be happy and 2 of us are not. Alex Bowman comes home with the win. Kyle Larson second. Ross Chastain in third. Kyle Busch cried his way to a 4th place victory. William Byron rounds out your top 5. Eric Almirola was 6th. Tyler Reddick 7th. Martin Truex Jr. 8th. Chase Elliott 9th. And Christopher Bell rounds out your top 10. Your other notables, Kevin Harvick was 12th. Joey Logano 14th. Going down the list, Austin Cindric 19th, right where he belongs. Recky Spinhouse Jr. was 21st. Daniel Hemrick 22nd. Brad Keselowski 24th. Bubba Wallace 25th. Michael McDowell 27th. Eric Jones 31st. Denny Hamlin 32nd. Cole Custer 33rd. Chase Briscoe 35th. Ryan Blaney 36th. And all the way down in the BJ McLeod position was Daniel Suarez. Make it brief. I need a hat. Put that finger away. All right, Jordan, you want to be the king shit of the penis people? Give me your happy and fast.
Well, come on then. Stop it.
Well, my happy is 3rd place finish for Ross Chastain. My sad, 19th place finish for Cindric.
Shit happens. Life goes on. Corey, happy and sad.
All right. My happy, I'm going to go with Ross Chastain. And my sad, I'm going to go with Chase Briscoe.
All right. My happy is going to go to Alex Bowman. He finally defeated the evil that is Kyle Busch. My sad, because I thought he had a car to win, and it's weird for me to say this. My sad is going to be the 5th place car of William Byron. I really thought he had a really strong car and could have won that race.
Yeah.
Tori, you got anything or no?
Yeah, my happy is 3 in the top 10. Enough said.
All right. Because he's referring to this. And we're going to go over the results real quick before we have to go.
Yeah.
We'll start with the 1st place team of Rest in Peace Racing of Tori Calhoun. Tori, Kyle Larson gained you 48 points. Chase Elliott gained you 43 points. Eric Almirola gained you 31, but Cole Custer only gave you 4. That is a total of 126, and that brings your season total to 365. I was the 2nd place finisher this week. Kyle F. Busch brought me 41 points. Kevin Harvick 28. Tyler Reddick 30. But Daniel Suarez only brought me 1 point. That's a total of 100, bringing my season total to 300. Corey had an okay week. Justin Haley brought him 20 points. Martin Truex Jr. brought him 34. Austin Dillon brought him 26. And Chase Briscoe brought home 5 points for a total of 85. Corey, your season total so far is 307. And now we go to 1422 Racing. Bubba Wallace brought you 13 points. Brad Keselowski brought you the same 13 points. Ross Chastain brought you 52 points. And Eric Jones brought you 6 points for a total of 84, bringing your season total to 297. So your standings right now, Corey leads the pack with a commanding 365 points. Second is Corey with 307. I am in third with 300, and Jordan is only 3 points behind me in 297. 10 points separate second and fourth. So all is not lost. We're 3 races in. We got a lot of time to go, and in 6 more races, oh, look, he's doing the CM Punk bit right here. He's ready. In just 6 short races, each of us can make 1 driver change. So going into Phoenix this weekend, we're going to have some fun. Why are you shaking your finger, Tori Calhoun?
There's no reason for me. I am like when my name is on a contract, homie. I'm sticking with my 4. I'm sticking with my 4. I'm straight.
Okay. We're going to find out in the next several weeks.
You trust me.
Cole Custer keeps bringing you those 2-point finishes. It's all good. I'll take it.
Oh, no. See, I'm straight because this was the first time, like, he didn't bring me double digits. Think about it.
Go back.
Him and Chase, they switched places almost.
Cole Custer was the first guy to bring you a single-digit finish. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
All 4 of us had a single-digit finish this week. All 4 of us had at least one. So it's still anybody's ball game, kids. Having said that, it's going to be a great weekend at Phoenix. I believe the Xfinity and the Cup are running. The Truck Series are not running. Put that toilet paper down. You know, I wouldn't pick on you if you didn't just bail Brad Keselowski like just crap on your shoe. But I understand you're going for the new young gun. I get it. I like it.
Right, it's like, why would I choose a guy that's about to possibly retire in about 3 or 4 years when I can have a guy who can last up to 20 years?
All right, fair enough. You got a guy right now who can, you're right, absolutely run 15, 20 years. Much like I did back in 2001 when I knew Rusty was going to retire and I picked God's right hand, Kevin Harvick. So, yeah, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, to close it out, Corey.
Yes.
Pimp, plug, and push upon the people.
I don't have anything for me, but just make sure y'all watch the Speedway review. And Jeff, you did get the little surprise. I hope you watch it. And this guy right here is coming. And also not only he's coming, but we're coming as well. Me and Chris.
And if you guys were closer, you'd probably be at the party too.
Yeah.
If you want to make the drive, feel free. Guys, please, whatever you do, go to YouTube and subscribe to Dysfunction Junction. Chris Lynch came back this week after 5 weeks off. We had the best time. And please enjoy Hey Stupid, enjoy 1-star strip club reviews, and do your thing. And to you guys, once again, I'm having more fun than I've had in a long time since it was just me and Corey. So you guys are just adding to the fun. Thank you. And Mercy, wherever you are, keep making appearances. We love your face.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And maybe Gracie too, because Gracie says some nice stuff. Go ahead, Jordan.
And don't miss What About a Racing podcast this Monday at 6:30 p.m. where Brittany Zamora, not the teacher, but the race car driver, joins us.
Oh, God.
Thank you for putting that out there, because Brittany Zamora, the race car driver, may be my future ex-wife, not the teacher. She likes guys that are young. The teacher likes guys that are younger than me. Cheers, Chris. Well, cheers to you, Caleb. Here we go. Swig a beer for the working man. Love it. Anyway, guys, enjoy your week. We will talk to you all next Wednesday night when we review the Phoenix race. And hopefully we'll be talking to my main man, number 22 on your scorecard, but number 1 in your heart, Mr. Ward Burton.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night, brothers.
Night.